What's up, citizens of Gotham? You are watching The Political Vigilante. My name is Graham Elwood. Come on. Support the show at patreon.com/Graham Elwood for $5 a month. As little as $5 a month, you get bonus content. You get early access to the podcast. It's a great way to support the show. Also, Rokfin.com is a new platform that I'm using. You can support the channel by going there, going to my Rokfin.com/Graham Elwood page, endorsing my channel. And for $10 a month, you get access to everybody on Rokfin. Every content creator on Rokfin's premium content, you get access to that for $10 a month. And when you subscribe through me, my Rokfin channel, then I get a little taste of that. It's a great, cheap way to support the show. Ron Placone is also on Rokfin. There's a lot of other people there. Great way to support the show. Another great thing about watching this show is I'm going to report on stuff that the mainstream media is not. Harbour Air to become the world's first airline with electric-only aircraft. Wait, what? Wait, what? The short-haul Seaplane airline announced today it has partnered with Redmond, Washington-based MagniX to convert its fossil fuel-powered seaplanes into an electric fleet powered by the Magna 500 at 750 horsepower all-electric motor. Harbour Air flies a lot of small aircraft into the Pacific Northwest. Vancouver, there's a lot of islands up in that area, out of Seattle and stuff like that. But they've been, you know, those regional airlines throughout the world, you know, this one's been around a while. So they decided to do this. What? How are they going to do this? The first aircraft to undergo the conversion will be the DHC-2 de Havilland Beaver, which is a 6-passenger aircraft used across Harbour Air's network. The first flight tests of this aircraft with the all-electric motor is slated for the end of the year. What? Wow, that's a pretty forward-thinking company. This is also a company that I believe in, and I might have it here, but in 2007, they started to do carbon offsets. So they were already thinking that way 12 years ago. The resulting Harbour Air E-plane will have zero reliance on fossil fuels and produce zero emissions, representing a significant step forward in the innovation advancement of the airline industry. According to manufacturer, the aviation industry accounts for 4.9% of carbon emissions and 75% of worldwide airline flights were 1,000 miles or less in range. That's huge. So 3/4 of all airline flights are short range, 1,000 miles, right? Only 25% of all airline flights are, it's like with a car. Most people's trips in their cars are a couple miles, run to the store or whatever, the thing, run this errand, that errand, you know, work. Most people don't work that far away. That's why when I have an electric car and I, you know, a friend of mine was like, wow, 100 miles, because my car gets 100 miles off a charge. I go, boy, how do you do that? I go, tell me how often you drive more than 100 miles in a day. And he was like, oh, I almost never do that. Yeah. I know some of you live in rural areas and you're like, well, I can't do that. I get it. But if you live in a city, any type of city, small, medium, and you just drive to work and school and this, most people the most they put on their car in a day is 40 miles in a day. It's the same thing with aircraft. Most flights are these short hop flights, these commuter flights. But I'm confused. Because didn't Sean Hannity tell
We begin the vetting all this week and next of the extreme 2020 Democratic candidates as we examine the radical views tonight of Kamala Harris, the senator from California. Now later we have a mini monologue on the double standard between the treatment of Justice Smollett versus Justice Kavanaugh versus the Covington kids. But we begin tonight with an important Hannity watch on the radical far-left Democratic Party and the dangers of socialism. And we are once again featuring and beginning with the 29-year-old socialist from New York who is both revered and feared inside her own party. Now, a few weeks ago, Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez called for an end to all fossil fuels, gas-powered cars, airplanes in 10 years, maybe take a little longer, and even cows. Free health care, free child care, free vacations, free paid leave, free higher education, free government healthy food, free, 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 free. But now she is taking her insane views even a step further, actually questioning whether it's okay for...
All right, I can't... It's so great. She wants to end air travel. No, she said that we need to find clean air, you know, and there's companies, there's already airlines looking at investing in biofuels, right? Well, this company has an electric, they're going to use electric aircraft. Gee, hey, Sean, what if those electric airplanes, motors and everything were built in the United States by Americans? And what if we created biofuels using American crops? Because biofuels are clean burning. The diesel engine was created by Adolf Diesel to run on vegetable oil, which is clean burning. And a bunch of they think it's so great how the corporate media is falling apart. Even the wingbird Hannity over on the right side, she wants free health care. You know, some of his viewers were like, well, those sounds like a free college. I would like that. Why can't I have that? So if an actual progressive ran, Bernie is not the perfect candidate. Not the perfect candidate, but he is pushing so many good progressive things. Medicare for all, $15 an hour, free college tuition, a Green New Deal. You would clean up in the red states, not to mention the blue states. You would clean up. If we got rid of fossil fuel entirely instead of doing biofuels and electricity and electric motors, it's so crazy. With MagniX's new propulsion systems coupled with emerging battery capabilities, we see tremendous potential for electric aviation to transform this heavily trafficked middle mile range, said the CEO of Mag. See, this is part of what a Green New Deal would be. Spending money on research to find... So I say this all the time with green technology. Green energy is a technology, and like any technology, you put more money and research and R&D into it, it becomes smaller, faster, cheaper, right? The battery life, it's always about increasing battery life, finding batteries that are sustainable. Like, you put money into it, there's ideas out there we haven't even thought of. Not to mention the things that are already in place. It's a step in the right direction. Just like going to the Progressive Comedy Tour in Texas, April 12th through the 15th. Come out there to the shows. Ron and I each do 45-minute sets. We're getting local organizations, the DSA, Movement for a People's Party. We're going to already spoke to someone that's going to show us some of the gas and chemical companies in Houston. I'm going to try to roll some video on that. So come out, the Progressive Comedy Tour shows, you meet other progressives in your area, you get involved in local organizations, you realize you're not alone as a progressive, especially when you live in a red state. It's a hilarious night, it's fun, it's also a night of activism. So come out, get involved, go to GrahamElwood.com for all the tour dates. Thanks for watching.